My name is Stilpon Nestor and I'm a senior advisor to Morrow Sodali. I used to be the founder of Nestor Advisors.
Hello, my name is David Risser. I'm the managing director of Nestor Advisors, which is the consulting arm of Morrow Sodali, focusing on internal governance, board services and organizations.
Morrow Sodali is one of the companies that is a pioneer in the interface between companies and investors. This is extremely complementary with what we do. We focus on board advice. So together we cover the whole spectrum of corporate governance services.
This coming decade will be fundamental for decision makers. They have faced over the last 15 years already a number of crises. They have met the financial crisis, they had the pandemic, they had aspects around political risk and wars, deglobalizations, and at the same time the pressure of shareholders. Now they have to face, I think, one of the most challenging set of decisions they've never met. They have to ensure that their business model remains relevant in a totally changing world. Changing world by change in consumer expectations, stakeholder expectations, cost of capital that will need to prove that is way more effectively used, that boards and CEOs make a real impact and have a license to operate in the world in terms of people, planet, and profit at the same time. And in that context, helping decision makers to decide way more effectively is one of the challenges that we will help boards to face. It's about what kind of information they will have to address, what kind of responsibilities they will have to really be in charge of, the topics they will be on top. And all of these, I have to say, most of leaders are pretty lost at what their responsibilities are today. So we have mapped, we have benchmarked, we know a number of companies that we've been already advising in guiding them and ensuring that the board is at the top of the governance of the sustainability and their transitions toward, let's say, hopefully a new world that is as green and as beneficial as what we could have done before.
This year, our banking study focuses on the sustainability matters. How do you govern sustainability? We asked this question to the 30 largest banks in the world, except for the Asian banks. The big issue in banks is, of course, sustainability. Their shareholders want, and the investors and the markets expect banks to be proactive in sustainability. On the strategy side, regulators and supervisors expect banks to be very focused on sustainability risk, most importantly, climate risk. That is more on this side of the Atlantic in Europe than it is in the United States. But in both places, banks are facing the challenge of adjusting their governance to the objectives, the imperative of sustainability. I hope you will find the findings of this study insightful, and I hope that they will help the perspective of both the banks themselves, of the investors that invest in them as shareholders or as bondholders, and of the regulators and supervisors that make sure that the banking system is safe for society.